Hello and welcome to my channel Pro Learners. Today we are back with our topic on international taxation. In today's topic we will discuss about NRI taxation. So we will discuss various provisions about NRI taxability, to whom it is applicable, which income it is applicable, when we will charge the tax on NRI income, and when they have to file their return. So let's start our topic, NRI taxability. So first we will discuss about the salary. So if NRI is receiving any salary in India, whether it will be taxable or not. So let's see. If NRI receives any salary in India, or if salary received for the service provided in India by an NRI, then it will be taxed in India. It is immaterial where he is living. But if any income is generated from the India, then it will be taxed in India only. However, there is an exception under section 10(6) subclause 2. According to that section, an exemption from tax for the amount received by an individual who is not a citizen of India. But that person shall not be a citizen of India. Here is a condition. If he receives any remuneration as an official or a staff member of a foreign embassy, that means any person who is not a citizen of India and he is receiving salary in India as a part of official or staff member of a foreign embassy, high commission, or as a consultant or trade representative, then his income from salary will not form part of taxable income. So, and also there is another exception. The salary of a non-resident seafarer for services outside India on a foreign bond ship will also not be included in total taxable income, even if he is having NRI status. Even though such salary of that person has been credited in NRE account of a seafarer with an Indian bank. So these are the two exceptions of this rule. Otherwise, any salary whichever is received in India or accrue or arise in India, that will be taxable in India. However, you can claim double taxation avoidance agreement tax treaty benefit with that foreign country. So next, we will discuss about house property income. So when will be the rental income or any income earned from a house property will be taxed in India? That income that can be taxed in India irrespective of residential status. That means even if you are enjoying NRI status, your income will be taxed in India. But which income is taxed in India? If you receive any rental income from a house property which is in India, that means that house should be in India only. So if your house is in a foreign country and you are having an NRI status, then your foreign rental income will not be taxed in India. And NRI can also claim a standard deduction of 30% as an resident individual. So your rental income will be taxed in India after deduction of 30% of standard deduction only. So you will also enjoy that benefit. And also a benefit from interest deduction from a home loan. So since your rental income is taxable in India, then you can also enjoy the 30% standard deduction benefit and also your tax benefit on interest on home loan, as same as applicable to a resident Indian. So NRI is also allowed a deduction of principal repayment under section 80C, like stamp duty and registration charges paid on purchase of property can also be claimed under section 80C by an NRI. So basically, house property income clauses are similar to resident Indian. If you earn any rental income from India, then you have to pay tax in India. And same way, if you are having any home loan, then you can claim for deduction, and also principal repayment deduction you can claim. So this was the house property income. And apart from this, there are few things that an NRI should know. So if you are renting a property in India, being an NRI, it's a tenant responsibility to deduct TDS at rate of 30% while paying rent. So here are some provisions which we are discussing on part of tenants who are paying rents to NRI. Since NRI is out of India, so they are not able to pay tax. So this liability has been shifted to tenant. So they have to deduct TDS while paying rent to an NRI, and they have to deposit the TDS to the government. And a person that who is making a rent payment to an NRI in a foreign account has to obtain submit the form 15CA and also has to obtain form 15CB if annual rent exceeds 5 lakh rupees. If that tenant feels that tax should be deducted lower because of NRI income is not taxable in India, so they have to obtain a lower TDS certificate from assessing officer who is in jurisdiction of that NRI. Now coming to the business profession. So what all are income of an NRI is taxable under head business or profession. If an NRI is earning any income from India, basically from a business which is controlled or set up in India, then any profits or any income earned from that business is taxable in India as well. Now coming to capital gains. Same way, if an NRI is selling any property which is situated in India, property is, or you can say any asset which is situated in India. It could be immovable property or any securities that has been held by NRI in India. If he sells them and he earns a profit on those securities or property or any assets that he has sold, then he shall be liable to pay capital gains tax in India. And also, like we have discussed in house property, that there are some responsibilities on tenant, and now since the property is being sold to an Indian resident by an NRI, so there are some responsibility on Indian resident who is the buyer, who is buying the property from NRI. So what are those responsibilities? If you are buying a property from NRI, then the buyer shall deduct TDS and deposit to the income tax government on the property which has been sold by NRI. And in case of securities, if the securities has been sold by NRI, then it is the responsibility of broker to deduct TDS on those securities. So then they have to deduct TDS on the securities which have been sold by NRI. Every sale transaction, they have to deduct TDS. So these were the capital gain provisions. Now coming to the interest income. If NRI earn any interest income from India, then that interest income will also be taxed in India because the source country is India. So we can say it like this: any income earned by NRI from fixed deposits or interest or savings bank account in India shall be taxed in India. And there is one important clause here, that when you becomes NRI, you shall inform the bank about your residential status, that you have been now an NRI, you are no more an Indian resident, and you shall convert your demat account or bank account into NRO and NRE account so that bank can deduct TDS accordingly on your interest income. Because it is also bank's responsibility to deduct TDS on any interest income, even on savings bank account interest of an NRI, if they are earning any interest income from any bank. It is bank's responsibility to deduct TDS. So it is your responsibility to inform your bank about your residential status. But there is an exception to the interest income. See, if you have earned any interest income on your NRE account, which is in India, or FCNR account, which is also in India, then it shall not be liable to tax. This is an exempt income, basically tax-free income. So these were few provisions which we have discussed in today's video. We will be back with more further videos. So stay tuned, stay healthy, keep smiling.